Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Benka Logic Lands. So I know it's been a long, I haven't posted anything. I was short with the time. And I am getting many DMs related to the SALPIP exam, like how the center is, what was my score and whatnots. Yeah, so for that today I will cover the topic like how the center looks like, what's the center is, how many people are in the examination hall, is it congested or it's user friendly, how it is. So actually, as per my personal experience, the center has a 8 members, like 8 participants. जो एग्ज़ाम दे रहे होते हैं वो 8 ही होता है, and it's not congested, it's not like that you will not able to concentrate. It's far better than the IELTS, because in the IELTS it's like you have 20 to 25 people sitting together in if you look at them you get distracted and all. But in SALPIP it's not like that. And even for the SALPIP I will say there are just 8 members there. So with those 8 ones you will not feel the distracted. It's like bench to bench, next to next, like that, 4 in this row, 4 in that row. It can be up to 10 but not more than 10. It's a very small tiny room given for the examination, and it's an eco-friendly room, so whenever you are doing the listening it's not gonna to bother you. And even for the when you are doing the other task like reading and all, it's very user friendly, I will say. With the even the examiner don't stay there. That's the best thing you can have. You obviously you cannot cheat, but the जो एग्जामिनर होता है वो वहाँ पे नहीं होता है, जो वहाँ पे लाइक कहते हैं ना इंस्ट्रक्टर, वो वहाँ पे नहीं होता है. They sit outside, they watch from the cameras. Frequently they come and visit. It's work like that. But yeah, there is one problem with the washroom. You cannot use the washroom when you are in the examination hall. You have to use it prior to that. But in IELTS you get an option, like if you want to use the washroom, you can use that afterwards in between the exam. But in the SALPIP it's not like that. For those 3 hours you have to hold your pee. It works like that. And for the water, yeah, they allowed you your water bottle that should be a transparent, nothing written on the top of the bottle. And yeah, that's pretty much about the examination hall. And even the computers, their computers are so best, like just one window is open for your exam, and apart from that you will not able to open anything. And what else I am forgetting to give you information about. Yeah, for the writing also it's not disturbing. While speaking it's not disturbing. Like people might be thinking like 8 people in the small room speaking together. It's not like that, because in the speaking what happens when you are at the listening or at the reading part, some are ahead of you, some are at the back. So I will say try to use as much as time, don't rush, so that way when the speaking comes you guys have a more time. And with me the same thing happened. I utilize whole time. If for any answer I'm getting a 1 minute, I utilize whole 1 minute. Even though I got an answer in the 10 seconds, I was not rushing to another task, I was waiting. So ऐसा करने से क्या हुआ, when it came to my speaking part, when I did my speaking there was no one. So fear of that judgment goes away. You don't have to worry like, oh, someone is listening me, someone is judging me. No one cares what you speak over there, honestly saying. And if you rush, then you're gonna have the first speaking like from all other candidates, and that is also a plus point. But I will say when even the 2 team members are, even the 2 candidates are speaking over there, that's not an issue. It's not disturbance kind of, because when they speak in wearing the microphones and then they speak. So try to do the practice while wearing the microphone, speak. When you are speaking with the microphones you will not able to hear what the other person is speaking. So because it comes with the noise cancellation and all. So disturbance while speaking is very minor, very minor. You need to have a concentration. Try to do practice at home with the speaking part, with wearing the AirPods, and play the music at the side. That way you will know, like, even with the disturbance, how you manage to speak. With some people there is a problem, like when they are speaking they don't like anything distraction or anything like that. They forget the things, they mislead the things like that. So for that, yeah, you will need a practice. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. There is all the positive points about the SALPIP exam. I will say, don't go for IELTS. It's your personal opinion, but my opinion says just go for SALPIP. It's so easy to go, it's so nice, and yeah, and even the cost wise it's less costly than the IELTS. So go for the SALPIP. All the best for all the people who have an exam in the future. I'm getting in DMs for the materials as well. For the materials, I'm noticing one thing: people are not subscribing my channel and they are just asking me for the material. It's not fair for me and not for my channel as well. So if you want a material, you have to subscribe. I have sent more than 120 people the same material, and they have it. They have given the exam, they have given me the feedback also, they cleared the exam. So I will say, if you need a material from me, you need to subscribe my channel first, because I can see my subscription list, who has subscribed or not. Before sending the material, I always verify whether they are on my list or not. So yeah, all right, all the best everyone, take care. To keep you posted with my next video related to SALPIP or the life in the Canada. You will see more videos coming up on this YouTube channel now on regular basis. I'm trying to be more manageable now, trying to have a more time to grow my channel. I want to share my experience from that. At least I can help someone. So yeah, that's all about it. Thank you so much. Bye.